Now, with less than 24 hours to go for result day, Election Commission has now responded to Congress's bias charge. CEC Rajiv Kumar says the Congress must furnish proof, if at all, their claims are true on Home Minister Amit Shah allegedly dialing nearly 150 DMs to pressurize them ahead of results, adding that negative narrative is being spun over the Election Commission's process of polling. In fact, the chief of the Election Commission, Rajiv, has said Election Commission orders are no joke, and such rumors are being spread intentionally only to create chaos and doubts in the minds of the people on the sanctity of this process. Remember, this comes after Congress MP Jairam Ramesh had said that Amit Shah called nearly 150 district magistrates and collectors ahead of the results day and tried to pressurize them. Now, in what way did he try to pressurize? None on that clarity has come in. But Jairam Ramesh making the allegation with the EC taking it up seriously. BJP has called this a grave and coordinated attempt by the opposition parties led by the Congress to undermine the integrity of the ongoing electoral process. Delegations from both parties, BJP and the Congress, have held separate meetings with the EC so far to raise their concerns over counting day tomorrow.
सबको सख्त हिदायत दी गई है कि सारा काम जो देयर आर 3 मैनुअल्स, हैंडबुक फॉर कैंडिडेट भी है, हैंडबुक फॉर काउंटिंग एजेंट भी है। भाई आप देख लेना वहां पे क्या क्या देखना है। जो कैंडिडेट जो चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं, जो काउंटर पे बैठे हुए हैं, जो 17C ले रहे हैं, जो कंटेस्ट कर रहे हैं, वहां से कोई शिकायत नहीं है। फिर पता नहीं कहां से है, मतलब कुछ आ रहा है लेकिन मैं बोल नहीं रहा हूं क्यों कर रहे हैं। सो सब पारदर्शिता से काम होगा और हमने ये भी कहा है उनको, अगर फिर भी कोई गलत तरीके से किसी भी गलत मंशा से उपद्रव करना चाहता है तो उसको बहुत सख्ती से निपटें। ये उनका काम है। सबको फैसिलिटेट करें, मैक्सिमम फैसिलिटेशन दैट ऑल काउंटिंग एजेंट्स, ऑल कैंडिडेट्स मस्ट। आपने देखा कहां कहां जाते हैं, कोई कंट्री का कोना नहीं है, कीचड़ में जाते हैं, पहाड़ पे चढ़ते हैं, पूरा बोझ लेके चढ़ते हैं, महिलाएं बच्चों को गोद में उठा के लेके आती हैं। ये मैं दिखाऊंगा। और जब निगेटिव नैरेटिव्स बनते हैं, जब इनके ऊपर में आरोप लगते हैं, तो सोच के देखिए कि इनके दिल को कितनी कठिनाई होती होगी। तारीफ तो अलग बात है, लेकिन हम इनकी तारीफ करना चाहते हैं, इनको ग्रेटिट्यूड देना चाहते हैं। नेक्स्ट। और इनके ऊपर में मैंने कुछ लिखा है, वो मैं आपके लिए पढ़ना चाहता हूं। गुलशन की खूबसूरती फूलों से है, माली की बात कौन करता है। गुलशन की खूबसूरती फूलों से है, माली की बात कौन करता है। लोकतंत्र में जीत हार जरूरी है, मगर तुम्हारी बात कौन करता है। अभिनंदन हम करते हैं उन सभी का जिन्होंने भीषण गर्मी में, कहीं तूफान में, कहीं पहाड़ पर या किसी नाव में फर्ज अपना निभाया बगैर डिगमगाए, ताकि राष्ट्र का लोकतंत्र रहे मजबूत और तिरंगा लहराए। On social media now you will see various memes with the taglines that perhaps Lapata gentlemen are back. So we were never out, we were always here. We chose to interact with you through our press notes. This was first time that we have issued close to 100 press notes, which has never been done ever.
What Jairam Ramesh had to say on the Election Commission, asking Jairam Ramesh to furnish proof if he had any.
117 शिकायतें की हैं चुनाव आयोग। हमने 117 शिकायतें दर्ज की हैं 77 दिनों में। 14 शिकायत प्रधानमंत्री के खिलाफ हमने किया है, आचार संहिता का उल्लंघन। मैं चुनाव आयोग का बड़ा सम्मान करता हूं, संवैधानिक संस्था है, उनका सम्मान करना मेरा फर्ज बनता है। लोकतंत्र में ऐसे भी चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर रहे हैं, सुकुमार सेन, TN शेषन, JM लिंगड़ो, ऐसे लोग रहे हैं जो निष्पक्ष है। निष्पक्षता सिर्फ शब्दों से नहीं आता, प्रवचन से नहीं आता, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस से नहीं आता, निष्पक्ष अपने काम से आता है।
We had to call upon the Election Commission of India today in light of the repeated attempts by a section of the political parties led by the Indian National Congress and their alliance, India alliance partners, and also by certain motivated civil society groups and NGOs who are trying their level best to undermine the integrity of India's electoral process. They are continuously coming out with a toolkit to undermine India's institutions, be it the Supreme Court of India, be it our various regulatory bodies, be it the Election Commission of India. Every effort is made by way of a pattern, and the pattern is very clear. First, they target the institutions, then they target the process and procedures followed by the institutions, and if the verdict or the decisions do not favor them, then they start attacking the institution and whatever work has happened.
Let me cut to Aishwarya Paliwal joining us for more on that. Aishwarya, please give us on Election Commission claiming that there's been enough and more negative narratives that have been unleashed against the Election Commission's credibility, etc., which is not fair and not right. They've really put in all their efforts and might to ensure this is a transparent process that's gone through the world's largest country. Particularly Jairam Ramesh asking him to furnish proof on Amit Shah allegedly pressurizing DMs. What more has the EC chief said?
Well, Nabila, let me tell you, one of the first and foremost things that the election commissioner, that is Rajiv Kumar, said is the fact that in these elections, over the course of almost 3 months, 1.5 crore people were involved. So the first question he was asking the opposition was that whether all the people and all the ROs can actually be influenced. The second thing he asked is for proof. He's saying it's very easy to build up a narrative. He did not say there is a toolkit. He did say that I understand that now there is a narrative and the election, the entire country and the entire election commission is understanding that there is a narrative. Still, he said that, you know, the counting is still 24 hours away. We are asking the people who are raising fingers at us to give us proof, and I can give you an assurance that in case people have done wrong, in case there is something faulty in the election process, we will take stringent action. So now the ball is in the opposition's court. The election commission clearly saying, if you have proof, give it to us and we'll then take action. Nabila.
Right. And speaking of the voter turnout, could you confirm to us what's been the overall voter turnout in the country? Aishwarya, as we know, EC chief has said this has been the largest turnout in history. More or less on those lines, do clarify.
Well, one of the things that the Election Commission also said was that he gave out data. And he said fingers are being raised at us that we did not give out data. He said you can go on to the voter turnout app even now and you can cross-check the data which has been given out by us and the data which is available on the app. He also said at times it does take the collation of data takes a little bit of time, and that's the only reason why we did see the final figures of phase 1 and phase 2 coming almost after 4 days and after 11 days. He clarified that, and he also said that, let me tell you, at every booth there is a checking, then there is cross-checking which takes place, and he also said that there is a foolproof election process which has been going on. If you talk about the postal ballots, the same process, Nabila, has been followed since 2019. The same process was followed in 2022, and now he's saying in 2024 the same process will be followed. He's also saying that if the opposition parties do have a problem, now is not the time to raise it. The counting will take place in 24 hours. After the counting takes place, if you have any problems, you come to us, but you have to come to us with proof. Do not build a narrative, because then you are raising fingers on those 1.5 crore people who have been involved in the entire election process.
All right. Well, what we know here is that the Election Commission process has said also that India has set a world record with 642 million voters who voted, giving the Indians at large a standing ovation for coming out in the sweltering heat and casting their vote. Thanks very much, Aishwarya, for joining us on that.